Warning, listening to YouTube videos and believing everything said is true or applies to you without critical thinking can be dangerous. This video may not be suitable for your use case. Okay, week 3 review of my neuroplasticity plan. Time flies by, doesn't it? Start of the year comes, then it's another week, then it's another week. Pretty soon it's going to be the middle of the year, June 1st, and then it's going to be October 1st, and then December 1st. So time flies by, so you got to enjoy it. So looking back at week number 3, when it comes to my nutrition, I hit my nutrition a lot better than I did in the last couple of weeks. 5 out of 7 days hitting vegetables and fruits. You know, doing this neuroplasticity plan, checking my behavior week to week allows me to focus on constant improvement. I gotta say, pretty proud of myself. Haven't always prioritized nutrition, and I think this is the most I've been eating vegetables in at least the last year, many years, maybe ever, I'm not sure. The grade I'd give myself for this week on nutrition would be A tier. I did pretty well. Sleep has been pretty consistent. You know, I'm not really getting to my 11 p.m. sleep time, but I'm still getting quality sleep. 2 days stuck out. One day I went to bed pretty late, around 2 a.m., and the other one about 1 a.m., which is just after my cutoff time. My cutoff time is before 1, but I still got pretty good sleep. And of course, as I notice this thing, I can recalibrate, so I'm gonna make more of a effort to get to bed at an earlier time. This is a good thing. Tracking your behavior week to week, you can recalibrate and improve. So, you know, this is a process. It's gonna take a long time for me to get to where I want, but if I keep at it, pretty sure I can get my sleep to where I want it. So, still consistent with my sleep. I can always improve. When it comes to exercise, you know, in the past I've tended to overdone it with exercise and then gotten hurt and had to take some time and readjust. So I took it a little easy last week, not exercising as much. I think it was 3 times instead of my 5 times. Exercising at home, I believe I did sometimes. It's good for me to do deload weeks every 5 weeks so I don't overtrain. I gotta listen to my body. I don't want to hurt myself and lose out of going to the gym. The gym's very good for my mental health. It's very good for neuroplasticity. You know, I feel pretty good after exercising, so I want to make sure I'm going to the gym and not overdoing it and not taking myself out of commission and not allowing myself to go to the gym and exercise, which I enjoy. It is a hobby. So this is a deload week for week 4. Week 3, I took it a little easy. I'm going to take it easy in week 4. Deload week, go about 3 times. Don't want to overdo it. And yeah, just listen to my body and follow the path. I'm pretty sure if I keep at it, eventually I'm going to make some progress with my exercise, build some muscle, lose some fat. You know, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So I'm looking to June 1st, I'm looking to December 1st. Just be consistent and eventually I will get my goals when it comes to exercise. In week 3, I did some decluttering. I've seen TV shows like Hoarders, and I always think about people living in these alternate realities where the stuff they have is going to be used someday. And you know, I've done a lot of work to declutter over the past decade. So, you know, actually taking a look at what I have and thinking, am I going to use that or am I just holding on to it? Am I living in an alternate reality where the stuff I have is going to be used? I'm thinking, you know, I got to look at my stuff and look at it realistically. Am I going to use it? Use it or lose it. So if I'm not going to use it, I got to get rid of it. Look at the use cases. So doing a better job of getting rid of things I don't need and not getting stuck in I got to keep it. I went outside, enjoyed the cold weather, the snow. Even if it's cold outside, it's good to go outside and enjoy the weather. Ankle deep snow, crisp air. But you know, I like going outside, I like nature, and pretty good. Not a lot of places you can go when it's really cold outside or there's just a big dump of snow and everything's covered and there's not a lot of room to move. But even then, just going outside for like 25 minutes is pretty good for my mental health. So I enjoyed the weather outside. I'm going to continue to do it into week 4. Just enjoy that crisp air, get the sun on my face. That's going to help with my sleep. And when the weather gets better, I'll spend more time outside. But even if it's cold and there's a ton of snow, just walking for a couple minutes is good for me. And I'm going to keep at that with week number 4. In week number 3, I worked on my finances. There's a financial app that I downloaded on my GNU Linux laptop. It's a terminal user interface, TUI. Takes a little while to get to the syntax and how to use it, but it's fun, learning something new. And I kind of like it because it's distracting free. And I'm going to work to better my finances and take stock of what I'm actually spending money on. So when I do that, I can get rid of the stuff I don't use and spend my money on the things that are going to benefit me instead of just wasting it on excessive spending, which I don't really do that much, but I can always get better because, pay attention, track your things, and you can recalibrate. So I'm going to continue that with my financial application software that I'm using, and I'll probably make a video on that later. But pretty fun using a terminal user interface in GNU Linux, learning something new. So I'm going to continue that. Overall, for week number 3, I gotta say I did pretty well with the vegetables, pretty consistent with my sleep, paying attention to my exercise. Pretty good this week. And for week number 4, just more of the same and try and do different things. So this is a process and it's gonna be many weeks, but pretty happy with what I'm doing and just stay at it and eventually I'll hit my goal.